We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Suave, a man in motion. Right to the air to open this one up. Right away, they're coming after it, and they get a sack on the open. Opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
So you spend all week, Mike, working on what they call the opening script. It's the plays that you love the most and you want to get called early. The problem? None of those plays account for being called inside your own 5-yard line. That's exactly where they find themselves after that sack. That's a disastrous start.
What's up? There go right hand.
They'll run. It's Wilson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's into pushed off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 37 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Donovan is a rocker. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Crazy, crazy.
We'll go play action with May. Forced to his right. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Here's Wilson. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Third and a yard. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. Not much on the return. He'll stop him at the 17. He'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 20, here's second and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Third and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be fourth down. Here's the punter now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. It's Wilson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 11. And quickly pick up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A carry here for Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run with Wilson. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
What's up? Eddie, what's up? Crazy, crazy. Yeah, you're here, Rio. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Off the play fake, here's May. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Five. Hey, here goes that. Crazy. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now, May. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Hey, here goes that. Hey, come with me, come with me.
On the ground, here's Wilson. He will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Right there, hurt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's caught downfield by Tesfaye. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They'll run with Gibbs. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It'll get them down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down. 3 to go.
Come on. Come on, 19, Sergeant. 19, Sergeant.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Crazy. Terrible shot.
Off the play fake, it's May. Rushing free downfield, it is Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so They miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. What do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. That's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on second down. May. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Crazy! Crazy!
May to the air once more. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Yeah! And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80!
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. One out wide to Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for one count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that? Crazy! Crazy! Hey, let's punch it in. Great job. We're good.
On play action, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And for this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after him.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
To return, it's Jackson. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Ready. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signaled he has enough. 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He's going to air this one out. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Back to the air again on 2nd. Over the flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go, Reed. Go. 70 Lions.
Throwing now from the gun. Rolling right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Gary Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
A run here with Wilson. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Down Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one, and his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Makes the score. Broncos 34, Lions 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Come on, ready?
Here's Gibbs. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Jahdae Barron is there to make the stop. It is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Their catch called for and taken successfully.
At their own 31-yard line.
Crazy. You front. Ready, what's that?
We'll go play action with May. Now a shot here, deep middle. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown Broncos. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The PAT, up and good. And the Broncos stretch things out even further.
Lions 7.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go!
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Yeah, really I should probably stop it here, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah.
Hey, come with me, come with me. Hey, here goes front. Coming, double up. Hey, what's...
A carry here for Wilson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, here goes front. Hey, expect some question now. Hey, what's that?
On the ground, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Where was that? Hey, what's that?
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, here goes front.
Throwing now is May. Throwing right, it's taken in. Look at the big guy rumble as he will go all the way. Down Denver. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Makes the score. Broncos 48, Lions 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7th. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. A run here with Gibbs. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point, and yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. So, from 37, here's second and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll drop the throw. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's caught. The Broncos have it. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
Another 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
On the
ground, this is Gibbs. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
8 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. good for a Lions first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 31 yards.
And Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. Not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Hey, what's up? Hey, expect some pressure now. They may try to heat us up.
Trying to start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Hey, what's up?
They'll stick with him again. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 31-yard line. That was good for 29.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes where it's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, you're here. Here you go. Hey, what's up?
Now a toss play, running left. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, no, here. Here goes front. Ready, what's that?
On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Let go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down, Lions.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Ready. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A throw out wide. That is rough. That could be a live football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Ready.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready. Cougar 19.
That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this will work out well. Touchdown by the special teams unit right at the 10-yard line.
Here goes front.
They'll run. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
them up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here goes that.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Hey, what's that? 5. Crazy.
Out of the gun, here's May. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hold the stick.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Here we go. Liking.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Okay, ready?
The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down.
60 Eagles.
That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
On the run, it's Wilson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll run with Wilson. And that won't get a whole lot. maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Third and 10. Carry here for Wilson. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The Broncos bringing out their punter. For a moment, was taken down after a solid return. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Moving outside the pocket. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but That's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They get 22 yards there. First down, Broncos.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And just left nasty. Hey, what's that?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now a give on the ground, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do.